Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel Easy Sewing with Tyke. My name is Taiwo. On the channel today we'll be making a gorgeous cowl neck top from scratch. Now if today is your first time of coming across this channel, you're just seeing me for the very first time, you're welcome. A round of applause to you. Thank you for stopping by. You will love it here. To all of my returning subscribers, you're welcome as well. Shout out to you all. Thank you so much. If you're here to subscribe, what are you waiting for? Please kindly hit that subscribe button. Like this video if you gain value. I know you will. Put on the post notification, share. Don't enjoy all of this goodness alone. Also, I would love to know what part of the tutorial you like the most. Okay, now let's get started. So we're drafting first on the pattern paper before we transfer to the fabric, and this particular pattern paper I'll be using it to cut out both the back and the front. So already I've gone ahead to draft out my vertical measurements. Here I have the start point, and then I have the chest line, the bust point, the waist, and the top length and the allowance. So because I'll be using this same pattern to cut out the back, like I said earlier, I folded in 1.5 inch inwards, that way for the zipper allowance. Now on the start point, I'll go ahead and put in the shoulder measurement divided by 2, which is 16 divided by 2, I have 8. On the chest line, I'll go ahead and put that also. Then I'll go ahead and put in the bust measurement divided by 4. On the waistline, I'll go ahead and put in the waist measurement divided by 4 as well, and I'm going to mark it out. After which, I'll go ahead and put in the hip measurements divided by 4 on the full length, like so, and divided by 4 and mark it out. Then I'm just going to go ahead and connect the 3 points together that way. After connecting the 3 points together, I'm going to connect the shoulder measurement like so. After which I'll proceed to mark out the back neckline measurement. Remember that the front neckline is a cowl neckline, so that the cutting of that is different. When we get to that stage, we will see how we would go about that. But right now I'm just going to draft out the back neckline, and I'm working with 3 by 3. After marking it out like so, I'm going to connect it together this way. After which, from the start point that way, I'll come down by 1 inch for the shoulder slope. Now the next thing to do is to draft out the armhole. So for the front armhole, I'll be making use of the red marker, and for the back armhole, I'll be making use of the black marker. Remember that this pattern is 2 in 1. So now for the front armhole, I'll come up by 2 inches. From that 2 inches mark, I'll come in by ½ inch. Then I'm going to connect it all the way to the shoulder slope like so, and then connect it all the way to the bust measurement. Okay, then for the back armhole, I'm going to locate the midpoint of what I have left there, and I'm just going to connect it together to the bust measurement like so. So that black marker is representing the back armhole, and the front is representing the front armhole, so you want to take note of that. Now I'll go ahead and add ½ inch allowance at the shoulder that way for joining the front and the back together at the shoulder. Then the zipper allowance that was folded in earlier, the 1.5 inch zipper allowance, I'll bring it out like so. So I'm going to work on it. So I'll do what is called back tightening in order to eliminate the zipper bulge. So from the waistline that way, I'll come up by 1.5, because you know already that the half length for the back is usually shorter than the half length for the front. If you have watched my video on how to take your basic body measurements, then you'll be familiar with this, but the link to those videos will be in the description box. So on that new line, I'll go in by ½ inch and connect it all the way to the chest line and all the way to the length of the top. That marking indicates that I'm going to cut that out. So now we have to replace this measurement, okay, so that there will not be shortage in our measurement. At the side, I'm going to replace it. I'll be adding ½ inch there. Then the same thing, I'm going to connect it all the way to the chest line and all the way to the full length of the dress. This way the zipper is not going to bulge at the back. So this pattern will be used to cut out the back first before we alter it again and use it to cut out the front. So I'm just going to go away and trim that off like so. Then I'm going to go ahead and cut it at the sides, at the back armhole, at the shoulder, and I'm going to show you once I place it on the fabric, once it's time to transfer it to the fabric. Now I've gone ahead to place the pattern on the fabric like so. At the chest line, I added 1.5 inch allowance. At the hem, I added 1.5 inch allowance, but at the waistline, I added 2 inches allowance because I'm still going to take my dart when it's time to sew. Okay, so that's why I added 2 inches allowance at the waist, but at the hem and at the chest line I added 1.5 inch allowance. So I'm done with the back. Now to alter this pattern for the front, this 1/2 inch allowance that I added because of the back tightening, I'm going to go ahead and cut it off. I don't need it for the front. Then I'm going to go ahead and cut out the front armhole like so. Then I'm going to go ahead and fold in the zipper allowance. I do not need it because I want to use this pattern to cut out the front. Now from the bust point that way at the center front, you want to go ahead and place your ruler facing the chest, the bust measurement like so, around the armhole diagonally. You just want to place it this way and rule a diagonal straight line like so. Just follow through with what you can see me do. After which I'll go ahead and cut through it, but you do not want to cut through it completely. Just make sure that you stop before the end. Okay, so now it's time to transfer to the fabric. So here is how you want to fold your fabric. Okay, and here's how you want to place your pattern on it. You want to spread it out like so. So I've gone ahead to add 1.5 inch allowance at the side, but I discovered that the space I have would not be enough. That's why I shifted it. So I'm going to go ahead and remark my allowance at the side. So please do not be confused. I only added 1.5 inch all through. Okay, the front does not have a dart, so the allowance I added at the side is the same thing. So what I have there is 9.5. So I spread this out by 9.5. Now all I'm just going to do is to roll a diagonal line from the shoulder that way all the way to the center front. Just follow through with what you can see me do on the screen. Now it's time to cut it out. I'll be cutting it out at the upper part like so. Like I said earlier, just a straight diagonal line. Then I'll be cutting it out at the sides. Remember, I added 1.5 inch allowance, and I'll be tracing out what I have at my armhole and the shoulder like so. Now to a very important thing, you want to notch it there where the neckline stops. You just want to notch it there. This is going to guide you, it's going to be of help when it's time to join this together at the shoulder, so that you won't be confused. So the next thing I'm going, okay, before we move over, I'm just going to show you what you are going to expect. So you just want to place it this way. I am satisfied with the cowl effect that I got, so I'm going to proceed to cut out a facing. I'm going to have to cut out my facing, and this is what it looks like. And to the final thing that is needed for this top, which is the sleeve. So I've gone ahead to draft out my sleeve. I have a very detailed tutorial on how to draft your basic sleeve. So this is the basic sleeve that I drafted in that tutorial. I still use it up till today. So the link to this tutorial will be in the description box. I'm also going to link it to this video at the end of this particular tutorial, so you have access to it. With that being said, we are done with the cutting. It's time to move over to the sewing machine to start sewing this gorgeous top. Now this is the front. Remember that place I'm touching now is the shoulder area. So I'm going to go ahead and fold the facing at the hem. I'm going to go ahead and hem it using 1 inch before attaching it to the main bodice. To do that, I'll be placing the right side of the facing on top of the right side of the main bodice, and I'll be sewing it over at the top by 1/2 inch. But first I would hem the facing. Now locating the midpoint of both the facing and the main bodice, I'll go ahead and place it on each other like I said earlier, and I'll be sewing it by 1/2 inch. After sewing it, I'll go ahead and notch it, and I'll go ahead and top stitch on the facing. Now this is it. This is what we have after. To achieve a neater finish, you can go ahead and add an hem gum in between the facing and the bodice like so that the facing can lay flat. Moving on to the back, I'll be finishing off the back neckline using a bias. I'm not using a facing to finish off the back neckline, so I'm going to use a bias like so. After which I'll go ahead and fold the hem of the back using 1 inch. So I'm going to fold it ½ inch first, then fold another ½ inch like so. And now it's time to make my dart markings on the bodice, so I can take in the dart at the back. So I'll be coming down by 11 inches, then I'll be marking the half length for the back, which is 14.5. Then I'll be stopping at 20 inches. Then afterwards, from the center back, which is from the zipper, I'm going to be coming in by 5.5. That's the combination of my dart, the bust span, and the zipper allowance. So I'll do all these markings, then I'll proceed to taking the dart. Now to the zipper, you want to place the right side of the zipper on the right side of the fabric if you want to fix it this way. If you want to achieve a neat look, that is, your sewing will not be showing outside. So you just want to place the right side of the zipper on the right side of the fabric this way. Then I'm going to sew it all the way to the upper part. I'm starting from the hem, as you can see. So because of the iron metal at the tip of the zipper, I was unable to start exactly at the hem. So I'm just going to turn it to the back like so and just finish it off neatly this way. This is what I have so far. You can see the neat finish at the outer part. You can see that you cannot see any stitch line there. So this is what I'm hoping to achieve. So now I'm going to place the second side on it this way, and I'm just going to sew it also. Now the zipper has been fixed, it is ready. The next thing to do now is to join the back and the front together at the shoulder. So now you may want to join it this way. Just place the right side of the front on the right side of the back and sew it at the shoulder that way. But or for a much neater finish, you can sandwich the back shoulder in between the front shoulder and the lining like so. Just follow through with what you can see on the screen. Then I'm just going to go ahead and sew it off using ½ inch. Now the next thing to do is to fold the front at the hem, then join it together with the back at the side. Not forgetting to double take your measurement so as to achieve a perfect finish. So I'll be taking the bust measurement again, the waist and the hip, and I'll be joining it at the sides like so. Now this is what we have so far. The only thing left now is to fix the sleeve. So you can see it's coming together nicely and it's looking so gorgeous. So for the sleeve, I'm just going to go ahead and fold the hem that way using 1 inch. Then I'm going to notch the center. As you can see already, I've notched the center. So I'm just going to match up this center of the sleeve with the shoulder, and I'm just going to go ahead and join the two together using ½ inch. And finally, I'll join the sleeve together at the sides, so like so. Voila, the top is ready. The cowl top is ready, and it's so gorgeous. Wouldn't you agree? And that will be all for today. Now, did you gain value? Did you learn something new? Did you enjoy the tutorial? If the answer to all of this is yes, then kindly let me know in the comment below. Hit the like button, also share. Okay, you don't want to enjoy all of this alone, and subscribe if you are yet to. You can also follow me on other social media platforms. It's Easy Sewing with Tyke. Till I see you in my next tutorial. Bye.